Hello, this is Miho. I'm recording this in Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today I'm gonna talking about favorite topic, be who you are. You've heard this a million times probably, but maybe some people don't even know what it means. Or you want to get there but don't know how, because look at this situation right now. You have so many issues with this, that, right? And I totally get it, because I was in this dark crowd surrounded me and I just didn't see any light. And there was no one was leading me or, showing the way out. And meanwhile, the life is a struggle, right? And you gotta deal with that every single day. And it's tough. So I totally get, the meaning of what does that mean, being who you are. So this is something that you will find out that especially when you are in a struggling mode, struggling stage of life. And then you feel so much pressure, criticism, bad wording, or, it's just total negativities, right? And it's choking you, and the life is not promising. Sometimes you have days where you just want to disappear. I get that. And when you have that feeling, at the same time, you must feel that this is not what you want. This is not what I want. I want something better. Look at other people who are leading happier, richer, healthier life. I want to be like that. And you have that desire inside of you. So this choking or suffering experience shows there is another side to it. It's like a contrast, bad and good, right? It's like having food, tasty and bad taste, right? So you have this bad taste of life, and then what's the other side. It could be a good taste of life. So this is a good drive inside of you to push forward, to seek on the other side, and then you will get there. Especially when you go through the painful experience, your whole body, with all the DNA experience that feelings, and you just know all the vibration of negativities that really get you. So you have this special gift that you've been through this special experience, so that you know exactly what you don't want, right? You don't want to live in this negativity. You just want to feel the peace. You don't want, people judging you all the time and putting a lot of pressure to make you feel this small. And you don't want to do that to the other people, because you know exactly how you feel. So this is a very precious experience, even though it's not a pleasant experience, especially when you are little, or in a teenage, even that there's no escape to it, right? So it's very tough, and it engraves in your brain that you have the certain pattern build up. It's almost like hypnosis, right? But when you become an adult, you're independent, and you realize you have the choice that you could make. And you could really rely on yourself to support yourself. And you have this free will. That means that you have the choice to make. So whether you want to stay in that low level of negativity, or you want to leap up to the better world, better you, better version of you, that's your choice as well. So if you have decided to seek better version of you, you want to get better, you want to get out of this negativity, and you would take that experience, and then you could shift it to the other side, because now you realize it's up to you. It's no one else's fault. It's no one to blame. It's all within you that be able to change. So when you have that really bad experience, a taste of life, you don't want to repeat that to the other people or to the next generation, like your kids. You know, you don't want to judge people because you know how it feels, right? How you felt. You don't want to put too much pressure on people because that's how you felt really tight, small. And, you know, it killed all the things that encouragement, right? So that's the precious experience. It's a disguised gift, they'll say, so that you know exactly what you don't want. At the same time, you know exactly what you want, which is the total opposite, right? So it's like a contrast. Anything like, you know, dark, light, up and down. So you have the experience that made you strong, and you have this core of yourself that for sure you don't want to be this way, right? So your core is almost like the pillar of yourself is so strong that even though the weather gets really bad, like, you know, whatever chaotic happens around you, it stands really strong because you've gone through such a bad experience or tough experience. And that goes for other example as well, like when you have the bad health and then all of a sudden you couldn't move, you couldn't get out of the bed, you feel like you're fading away and you feel horrible, and all of a sudden it kicks you in to think, I should be appreciative for this, you know, that life is not forever. So you feel like, you know, you should be kinder to the others, or you look after your body better, maybe a little bit more exercise, eating a little bit healthier, right? And maybe you stop drinking too much, right? That, you know, realization all of a sudden it will hit you, the same kind of idea, so that it gets really strong core build up inside of you. And that's a part of who you are. You really know, you know, what's like inside of you. You're paying attention internally more, and you know where the comfortable spot is. So having the bad taste of life really, really makes the core alignment stronger, actually. And it's really enhance your life quality because you've seen bad. So you want a better and better. Everything gets better and better. And when you reach this very comfortable zone of yourself, the core of yourself, the alignment to yourself, you feel so comfortable with yourself, so that you don't really worry about what other people saying or feeling too much. Sure, you feel, you know, some degree, but it doesn't really bother you enough to make the decision by them. You can make your own decisions, and that's fine. And you get that strong feeling of yourself. That's why you'll be able to upgrade yourself. You know what you like to become or you like to be a certain way, so that you install different knowledge and you start doing different actions, you know, different thought. You know, the thought makes who you are. So you start to thinking in a positive way. You start to see the world in a different eyes. And all those upgrading versions start happening, and you get excited about it because you start to see the different parts of you that you've never imagined before. And it's a good feeling. You start to become a best version of you. You have a full of faults, and you accept that, you know, you accept that humans are not perfect, and you want to progress. get better, a little bit better than yesterday. And you start to compare yourself to the day before instead of people around you. You start to understand that's not a necessity because they have their own lives which are so different from you, so that they could give you inspiration or knowledge or the experience, but that's it. You don't need to compare yourself to the others because there's no sense to it. You start to understand that too, so you get much ease inside. You feel more peaceful, you feel enlightenment, you can feel like finally settled in with yourself. So that's what I mean by being who you are. Then you can leap so much higher the way you want. And a lot of things, the emotional baggage, you can start to let go. Just any stress that comes in, you start to let go. You start to have this process inside of you, so you're not holding on really tight. That brings you down to the lower frequency level, right? That's where you were in a negativity world. So you really start to understand what to release and what's holding you down, and it's a good place, and you can really leap really high and be the best version of you. So I love to help in this area because I have so much suggestions as to how to approach it and a little tactic to it. So hope to see you more. See you in the next video. Bye bye.